Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First off, I'd like to say, Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Also, would like to say peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect, the Akim that's pushing this word in all sincerity and faith throughout the four corners of the earth. For the few sincere Akwat, the sisters who watch and believe, Shalom to you as well. Shalom to all of the new viewers, the new believers, the new viewership coming into this thing, man. Lord willing, I'll probably end up labeling or titling this lesson something to the effect of we have a strong city. And when I'm talking about the strong city, it always starts with the people of the Most High, the Israelites. And furthermore, starting with the elect of the nation of Israel who are going to be saved out of this destruction that's coming to Great Babylon, according to biblical prophecy. So the strong city that's being built through the believers, the elect, that's the Israelite believers, man, the elect. That's the strong city, okay? And furthermore, one of the biggest advantages that we have is our ability to call on the name of the Lord. That gives us access back to our power. Just like in previous kingdoms and captivities, when Israel was going through any type of trouble or adversity, they can call on the names of the Lord. But here in this Western world, we've been lost to our heritage, but albeit, we've been waking up in the latter days. And now we have the name of our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah. Okay. So those things, man, of course, with the culture and just the righteous law that the Most High gave us to live as a people, that's establishing that strong city that's going to govern all nations back on the earth. Okay. But I'll just start off here. This is Proverbs 18:10. It says the name of the Lord is a strong tower. And we've been given the name of the Lord, Yahweh. There's a lot of just false names that, are put out there for the Heavenly Father, the creator of all things, and his son. His son's name is Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, okay? But knowing those names, that's a strong tower. It says the righteous runneth into it and is safe. So ultimately, when all hell is hitting the earth as we know it, those true believers that are in the right intent, okay, the elect, they're going to call on those names for salvation, for safety. Those names are going to be a hedge of protection. In the times to come, the body of believers, that's going to be a strong city because we're coming under that banner of the names of Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. Okay. But on the other side of the coin, Esau, Edom, the powers to be that the Most High set up to rule at this appointed time, which that time of rulership is almost up. Their safety, their hedge of protection is in their wealth and their military might, which is diminishing day for day, of course, if you're paying attention. Okay. But the next verse, Proverbs 18:11, it says the rich man's wealth is his strong city. So right now, the rich man is Esau, Edom, and chiefly those who we call the elites that control this society, okay? That run the banks, that print money. It says the rich man's wealth is his strong city, and high wall is his own conceit. So Esau think he has a fortress, man, to evade all of this destruction, all of this judgment that's being prepared, namely World War III. Well, all of these other nations, they're going to gather together to come up against Babylon, and they're going to shoot their swords, their missiles, their arrows, okay? I'll read verse 11 in the NLT versions, Proverbs 18:11. It says, the rich think of their wealth as a strong defense. They imagine it to be a high wall of safety. And money is a defense, but wisdom is the chief defense, man. And what wisdom? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah via the heavenly, the word, the holy scriptures, the Bible, okay? The prophecies. So Esau, he has a fake illusion of so-called safety or a covering. He ain't gonna have a covering, man. You know, riches shall not profit in the day of tribulation. I'm loosely paraphrasing. I believe that's also a proverb. Okay. But the point being made, the elect, you know, we're being established into a strong city, man. You know, that strong governing body under Yahweh Shah in the kingdom of heaven. And that process is being established right now. OK, it's going to be perfected once we're delivered, once our bodies are changed, once we're brought back down to this earth to rule these other nations. OK, where we're not going to sin and break any of our powers laws anymore. OK, that's when it's going to be perfected. But right now it's being established. OK, and we always say Jerusalem is always a people before it's a place. The Lord's people, his tabernacle, you know, his city. Because Jerusalem, it means a city of peace, Yerushalayim, or teaching of peace. So what's the city? The city is made up of the people. That's what make up the city. That's why even here in America, you know, we're known as U.S. citizens, okay? But just to further expound on that point that the people make up the place, okay? This is 2 Maccabees 5:19. It says, nevertheless, the Most High did not choose the people for the place's sake, but the place for the people's sake. So even when we talk about the land of Israel, Jerusalem, you know, the Most High, I'll read it again. Nevertheless, the Most High did not choose the people for the place's sake, but the place for the people's sake. So the place, that land over there where people who are falsely identifying themselves as the Lord's people, they're inhabiting that land. They don't know the place was chosen for the people's sake. So it don't matter where the people are. That's always going to ultimately make up that place. OK, that strong fortified city. OK, but continuing on. You read this real quick. I think it's in Psalms, if I'm not mistaken. Just bear with me, Akim. This is Psalms 107:6. It says, then they cried unto the Lord in their trouble, and he delivered them out of their distresses. And that's ultimately what we're going to have to do. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. We're going to have to call on those names. We don't know exactly how things are going to play out. We know that the prophets out there on the front line preaching his word, there's going to come a persecution campaign, man, you know. So we're going to have to depend on the Lord in the day of our trouble and being able to call on those names. Verse 7, it says, and he led them forth by the right way, that they may go to a city of habitation. It says, I'm going to read it in the NLT in verse 7. He led them straight to safety, to a city where they could live. So ultimately, once we're delivered out of Babylon the Great, out of the destruction of Babylon the Great via thermonuclear missiles, you know, we're going to be taken up on the chariots with the world calls UFOs and delivered. And then we're going to come back down to rule on the planet Earth, because the earth abideth forever, pursuant to Ecclesiastes. OK, so the city represents the people, you know, Yerushalayim, the city of peace. And the reason it's going to be the city of peace ultimately because pursuant to Micah 4, the Lord's people, we're going to teach the other nations our laws. The other nations are going to have to keep our laws in the kingdom of heaven. Just how, you know, we have to follow the laws of America. You have to stop at a stoplight, a stop sign. You have to pay taxes, so on and so forth. OK, the other nations, they're going to be expected to keep our laws, and we're not going to sin anymore. We're going to be able to keep our own laws perfectly, pursuant to the prophecy in Jeremiah 31:31. So ultimately, that's why it's going to be that city of peace, you know, because the Lord's people are going to be in rulership, and it's just going to be a righteous kingdom. OK, but I'm going to get another precept. This is Isaiah 26 And let me see here. I'll just start at the top. Isaiah 26:1. I'm gonna read it in the NLT actually. Isaiah 26:1 in the NLT. It says, "In that day, everyone in the land of Judah will sing this song. Our city is strong. We are surrounded by the walls of the Most High salvation." So that's how we feel right now. We're singing the new song, the gospel, of salvation unto the elect. Okay. And we're saying our city is strong, which we understand the city represents the people with the Most High, and his son, Yahweh Shai, as that center stone, that foundation of the city. And we have a fortified city. We have safety and protection and a hedge of a covering in our city, man. It says, open the gates to all who are righteous. And that's what we're hoping that's going to happen. We're of the hopeful elect, the brothers that's teaching, pushing this word, singing this new song in the right spirit. We're hoping that the gates are going to be open to that city, man, that we're going to be deemed as the righteous, that our sacrifice is going to be found worthy of the Lord. It says, open the gates to all who are righteous, allow the faithful to enter. Okay. And blessed is that servant when his Lord cometh shall find so doing. Being faithful in this thing, man, that gives us the best opportunity to open those gates, in the kingdom, to get to the kingdom ultimately. Verse 3, it says, you will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you and whose thoughts are fixed on you. So those men, whose thoughts are fixed in a fixture, that means having stability, not moving with every wind of doctrine, not being double-minded, okay? Those that always trust on the Lord, man, we're going to be in perfect peace. Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, So ultimately, man, the elect, that's that strong city that's being built up through the Spirit. And it's going to lead to salvation and ultimately to the kingdom of heaven being established on the planet Earth. Kingdom where righteousness dwelleth. Like it talks about when you read 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, we seek new heavens where righteousness abound. I'm loosely paraphrasing. Okay. Because the city of Babylon is about to be broken down, man. The Lord has his eyes on the wicked empire, the wicked kingdom, like it says in Amos 9:8. So I just want to just share a few words and precepts. So Lord willing, this edified, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, peace and blessings to the elect.